Today na the 17th day of January 2024. And today na be the day where the former president Ernest by Koroma for appear na court for charges them way he face for say the failed coup will be happen na Sierra Leone November 26th in Ann Bin Didi. And the day this way he been supposed for appear again na court. The first way appear na court, one letter be come out na do. For say, ECOWAS want the former president, well, for go like exile. But other criteria them be there where government need for fulfill, like for pay money, for take care of him property them, and all the other thing them will be there inside under. As that letter they leak, we see the former president, well, inside the criminal dock. And there we see him. Social media was awash for say, the former president, they can go exile in Nigeria. Una sidon, una sabi. Look at the rights now. Na court, they face charges for an hand. Na the failed coup. Na so sa London do. Yes. Oui, for drama. Let's give. Questions then begin for ask. But yeah, the letter, the minister will not they lie. Remember what TB talk? If you don't forget, remember you are today. You know what we. With Usa would they say different people them. Any engagement where they get, then go ask this administration concerning that letter. But to this latter part today, any decision where the president take than a president bill, now for the good of the nation, any decision where he take. Okay. Any decision where the president take. And they see people in the right hand say, oh, the president, whatever I do, this one, now the president, or now the judiciary. For say, former president, well, then review in bail condition because remember, I'm not supposed to go no side. That ocean I know for lefa. Me what I be just one no more. This one where they say he's sick. You remember? Then me say if you go tell the IG if you want come on do. So then me go meet the IG before they go to court. Or then just say, come on ba. Without they watch the IG. Yes, the criteria was if the former president want for make any moves, now the IG for be go meet. Or then go meet and say, bra. The panel one can go Nigeria, the IG there. Don't I get mine? I'm not gonna tell. Now they gonna cut on and not be even member you side say wait. Inside that bail condition will be there. It mean inside they say if the former president want come on and do. If I go side, if I go to the IG first. Okay. I don't remember that. I remember I forget. Now no they pa. What 2 years from we had say soldier man then say then they can attack. I see a lot of people on YouTube they say not to so then say not to so then say then they protest. Bruh, sister, you know the comment on YouTube say, they no ever talk say na attack, na protest. Wait. Na mi own voice na knock you hear me. If you know why hear me voice, why you dey kaya? No one on YouTube now they talk to. Because even the title of the video where you had put, now attack them see. Even the presenter, now we had, he say attack. Soldier then say then they attack. Possible attack. But tonight they defend. Not to say then talk. Me, I not stop you for listening. No say you want for listening. I not stop you. But go listen fine. Go listen fine. No, you come back. Can apologize. Okay. Anyway, the day come up fine today. Possible attack or not possible attack. And Sierra Leone and them, they go about their business. Even though, yes, it was slow. Definitely. But the one the way brave up come out, they go about their business. Truma, okay, then we say 17 or 18. They not be big any kind day. We no say 18 back. All things go back normal by God the own power. The people don't need that. They don't need that. At all not. So let us not put them there. Pass the one with them total already. Possible attack, possible protest. Me I know the suicide soldier they protest. Alright. The day done. While I know the when's the done, Thursday back go done. I say salute. Why say they say that they protest, they say that they attack. And they say, it look like if I say they don't give you the bail condition though. Former president they go Nigeria. Usai Udo Yagi say so Jama want do something then make announcement for doing. That's alone, let you know say who different. Who different. So you believe. Just panic for the people. We soya want do something. You need make announcement. But anyway, social media space, we all there. Lord, they go no more. Before we can look inside the trail till we reach Usa with this sona for the former president in Nigeria one. But there, Edsa Selate on a quick. For say, they want to inform the general public. For say, under the Energy Utility Reform Project, they don't get some money. Additional financing. The contractor, Kesek Co. Limited, will begin installation work on the second circuit of the 33 kV line when at the 3311 kV Blackwell Road substation to the 3311 kV Wellington substation. And then it don't begin from Tuesday. It go to the last day for January. Blackout I already. The only blackout spark Edsa not the talk. When she Edsa talk, just don't say the blackout to give up a spark. Yes. Just know that. Okay. The objective of this work is for maintain the increased power evacuation. We go enhance reliability and it go improve the power quality. Like the how they can show to we when I want 10, even though not to 20, when I 90 sometime, you know, and 120, yes, 130. Then say they want for improve the power quality and it go make the loss reduction. Yeah. Where electricity they travel na l'equator, if the pipe they leak, by the time they reach to you, na small water na go reach there. So if the cable not proper, by the time they left Blackhall Road, reach Wellington, well, lot of better power they reach Wellington. So that loss reduction, now they say they want for reduce. Yes. In that regard, there, listen, know if you area then especially even at the eastern part of Freetown, blackout now when I get forget them. I say from the 16th to the end of January, the 31st of January, from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. every day. Blackouts. Gonna that thing they get for work. Well, right now they talk so what alone. I was supposed to forget light too, but we no get. Eh? We no get light. So I don't think say the 9 in the morning to 5 in the work fine no. But anyway, sometimes we know this before they mix water low. This that the area them will go be affected. Blackhall Road, Portsea, Wellington, and they say then community here whether they talk Kisi Police Barracks, Tendail, Kuntolo to Black Calbatong, then at the Old Road, Gassama Street, then at Calbatong, Gassama Street, Kolatri, Robis, all la Calbatong area. Loa Poti, then at Baibure Road to Aja Fatbata, then at New Road under Clark Street to Joshua Street, Maxwell, then na Wellington, and the surroundings. Hey, Master and they listen. Then for just say Eastern. Where are you Charlie and I not left there? Jue. Oh my God. The entire grafting. Mogegba. Where then a grafting. Hastings, Rokel, Tego Waterloo. Well, whose side go get now? Eh? Whose side? Now I just want to know side go get it. All the area they want what they call so. From Waterloo to Blackhall Road, then they don't call so. And after Waterloo lights no day. When I mean they say especially Eastern. 10 months done. When I just expect blackouts. Yeah? The authority, they apologize to the value customer them for the inconvenience with the situation they cause. But the one for assure you say, immediately where everything done, then go restore back completely. And the schedule activity them for una area, how una can get them, una go get the lights. Then say they want for tell thank you to them value customer them for them patience and understanding. Who that say sheds another reward? First thing, our heads at the end of the press release. For say, then ready for provide sustainable electricity that one day. Say that what they left for the user. Now they need the user again. They need the user again. Yeah? They need user. So let Poseidon tell themselves Other word, that's garden and be they say, it's a there for provide. Eh? They don't mix. They don't mix. So I don't pass the message. You are the Eastern from Lakol Road. Tego Watalo. Blackout. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Right now, I will turn our Watalo, but we not get light. Well, they not get light. Yes, that's what I see. Now no say we not get light. Eh. What for mix me self? They not get light. Ah. They not get. Then go be a. You can see in this net the lights now 10 lights if they can. You can't 10 lights. Nah. On no mix. They not get. So let's go to the topic of today. I begin tell you just don't say. When this news being come out for say there's a letter, how everything may unfold. But to the latter part, waiting will be the year. Okay, let's just say Alpha Khan. Say any decision where the president take. I'm still asking this decision. Are the president or are the judiciary? You know why they ask? Because a lot of people, when they see audio, then they fly around. They talk ill about President Bio. Say, President Bio, now weak man. President Bio, don't allow, it don't make you shame. It don't make, I go allow an S for go. Eh? President, why now? Why? No, seriously. So audio then they fly right now. Today, now we need your turn. Just like that way, Osamu, we go sign. We then catch her. Today na President Uni. Now in they play right down on social media. This time the one they will say, then I say PP. Say he let them down. Why for allow and for go? So if we work on life just on some man they right, they go no side. Yeah, Papa God. See, we are blinded. In there on vigil. Yes. It on vigil say, waiting, the exact way we use them. For say, I think disappointment to the family there, we lost them, people them, on the failed coup attempt. So they show the video of the slain soldiers them. What shall it profit you as a man to collect millions of dollars, sell out the families of 18 killed servicemen, and lose your soul? Anti-severe than you. So who that collects millions of dollars? Who that one? But right. He said, what shall it profit a man to collect millions of dollars, sell out the families of 18 killed servicemen, and lose your soul? He said the Holy Bible, now Mark 8:36. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Yes. So now in sister man, they talk about say collect money. Now the judge we allow the other way review and say okay, well, I'll fix the bail condition. Who do I collect thousands of dollars? Anti-Sylvia, You go say no call name. No, so. That's what you go say. You go say no call name. All right. Let's start. He just done the vigil. Tout They parent. Let's say one. The video of the slain soldiers them. Now be the play. Okay. Mabinti Awa say he say Nadande the BOE supporter they want for make he kill Ibike. Who's on this? He said they're disappointed today. And they cry right on social media. But wait. How President Bill come inside this? So they try for say the judiciary not independent? And then they try for say? Don't worry, I can't tell you what in the judiciary in say about this. Then nobody no can give them by the name now. Yeah? You remember where that letter be come out? I they take you now, cross your leg, fend ginger a drink, from where the letter come out. When the questions begin for ask, say, former president, Nigeria say, ECOWAS say, if we go Nigeria, where the Minister of Information begin answer. Tito Alpha Khan, Fambul. Let we just follow. I take Bitembo for put this together. So let the stars for them. I go fend them all side. Yeah? For let you go able for see them. Today, na judiciary, not the president. Listen to this.
Coincidentally, yesterday, as soon as we see the charges in our social media and notice former President Koroma go in a court, we may see a letter from ECOWAS. But before we can look into the letter, the presidents in Ghana and Senegal make a work on a salon. What's the purpose of the
Correct. I really like we start with that because it's very important. After any official trip of this nature, then they issue a communique. Okay? The communique, in this case, was signed by the press secretary and agreed to by the different parties that we come for inform the public of both the nature and the content of the conversation. The President of Senegal, His Excellency Macky Sall, and the President of Ghana, His Excellency Nana Addo, then cancel, and they make it clear with the ECOWAS Commission chair, say they come for express their support to the government of Salon. They also make it clear, say they come as a follow-up to the mission will come on November 27, the day after the coup. Then condemn the coup, they express their support for His Excellency and the steps that His Excellency don't take. That's not the official position with the government of Sierra Leone. No, with the government of Sierra Leone sign on to, with the government of Sierra Leone inform the public about. So that public statement it is out. And anybody can look at it. All the website there, we share out, I share on social, the press secretary and the presidency in tweets all share that. So that now be the purpose of that visit. And that memo day is very clear and it is out for the public.
Mr. Minister, so make something clear. Nothing not get this time. Then two president they had a work away and candle. Na the country no get nothing for do with negotiation for take at the first time president. Then as my colleague they ask you yesterday the case still in a court we see was a letter they go around say ECOWAS police and this. It will be checking ECOWAS their website. We don't see nothing like that. So you go clarify.
I like that. You see, they help me answer the question. This is very good. So when ECOWAS want pull out a release, then they share the release with the press and it go in at the public website. When the government of Salon want pull out a release, would they share with release, it go in our public website. If you see something on social media, in fact, what make you ask people, if you see anything with me signature paper, you go check 3 sides. If you know they all 3 at the same time, that means not fake. If we're at the ministry channel, if we're on Facebook, if we didn't with Twitter. Then you go in a million, you didn't have Deputy Minister Keketo Mayon as well. Same thing with how you assess any release where you see we the comment on. As far as we concern as a government, which will the comment on, now publicly available information we don't put out clearly. And in this case, what we put out is that the essence of that visit by ECOWAS very clearly laid out in the memo way Solomon Jami will be put out to the public. And like how you say, what you see on social media, we put the comment on, and also you not see an ECOWAS release, that means not a public information.
Meaning a fake.
Again, not to me not to fact checker for if not been government letter or government release, you ask me if na fake or not, I will tell you say na fake. But me not to fact checker for ECOWAS.
But Salona sister country them.
But you go for ask ECOWAS. Yeah, but not to me.
Government can cross check.
But not to me they talk for ECOWAS.
But the government not cross check with them whether.
Why government for go cross check if we see something on social media?
If
governments know how for ECOWAS know how for contact the government of Sierra Leone. And again, if I know they say, oh, this not say this not be so, okay? And they say waiting a public information for we as a government, waiting a public information, we too ready for put out. Very clear, we put her out, we put out a release, we put out a statement. It's clear. Now, when ECOWAS one put out a public information, then they put her out and they put her out and it's clear.
Okay.
Letter, no letter. Beaucoup letter they fly between presidents and heads of state and all that one of the kind of public care we can discuss because within the happen they is very different. But when we're ready for make a statement to the public on an issue as a transparent government, I'll be the first to let you know.
This is a general question to both the Chief Minister and the Minister of Information. Mr. Minister, before the 2023 year ends, you'll be then asked a series of questions regarding Sierra Leone's. Of recent, there was a letter from addressing to the government, including specifically to the president requesting Nigeria don't pass. Will Salon stand and the government with the ECOWAS community in the region?
Thank you very much. Then I only question them. For now, there will be multiple rounds, of course. Let's take the ECOWAS question because it's one of the issues that we are no people that don't they ask about. We don't be very consistent. Salona is a very proud member of ECOWAS. We participate fully in ECOWAS and they make contributions to ECOWAS. When the ECOWAS mission comes alone, our Lord listen, we put out a very specific press release. We've been signed by my counterparts, my colleague from the presidency, the press secretary, the Honorable Solomon Jamiru. That press release, they make clear the public position on the ECOWAS visits to Salone. They come for being solidarity, for follow-up on the first visit to them in Ghana, November 27, for showing support to Salone, and the efforts then way His Excellency don't take. We put that very publicly. Okay? Very clear. Since then, neither ECOWAS nor the government of Salone nor issue any public statements. So no new development no day for report on. And I don't make it clear in multiple interviews, we not comment on possible private conversations between and among. For example, President Biodo received multiple requests and correspondences we may not even know about. Just because one supposedly leak, no means say me for Canal can explain. What say I explain? Now when His Excellency, again I make it clear to somebody, say I don't speak for ECOWAS. If you see something from ECOWAS where you are asked about, if they get a public position, then get websites, then get some, you can ask ECOWAS. When His Excellency take a decision for the government of Salone, His Excellency typically they communicate that day, they make a note through me, boss, the Chief Minister and others, the VP, and will tell me, say, Mr. Minister, I'll go inside the room, we'll make a decision, then we communicate very clearly to the people of Salone. In fact, on that same day, they will communicate to the people of Salone The government of Salone, through the AG's office, will bring charges against the former president of Salone, Dr. Anes Bai Koroma, for treason, misprision of treason, and 2 counts of harboring. On that day, at the newsstand, we will even get. When we get updates on ECOWAS and with conversations on ECOWAS, we know say we are a very transparent government. We can write back and explain to una. So I hope say that they clarify the ECOWAS issue.
As a country or as a government, is a concern with the back and forth between Sierra Leone and ECOWAS? We see one press release that ECOWAS they act about the relocation of the former president, but Salone no respond in a way ECOWAS probably go on foresee. Is it a concern?
Well, as a government, as I say again, I don't go back and I say the failed coup was on November 26th, and on the 27th, ECOWAS sent a mission here. On December 10, there was the 64th ordinary session of the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State, where they meet in Abuja, and essentially then reiterates ECOWAS in position, where they be convened on November 27, and also talk strongly that ECOWAS stand by the provisions in the supplementary protocol on democracy and good governance. ECOWAS gets zero tolerance for unconstitutional changes and all of that. So the mission will come here on December 23, and you had President Macky Sall of Senegal, President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana. You get the ECOWAS Commission President, and you also get the ECOWAS Commission President Dr. Toure, and the ECOWAS Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security, Abdel Fattah Musa. After the engagement, Nami chair the press briefing afterwards, and the statement of Dr. Toure, now that then come for reiterate the message of November 27, then come for reiterate the message and the position at the 64th ordinary session. So the mission Naya on December 23 was just a follow-up on that. So as a government, without, of course, we don't see several things that happen, but as a government, the government, as I say again, will act in the best interest of Sierra Leone. The government will work with partners for the peace, for democracy and constitutional order. And indeed, the government of Sierra Leone continue to enjoy global support and global unanimity for accountability with respect to what happened at Salone November 26. I'm not going to go too much into detail about what is playing, whether, like you say, there are concerns that this letter has come from ECOWAS, and this, I mean, no one for really speak to that. All I would say is ECOWAS, we don't state a position. The government of Sierra Leone relies on that position, and the government of Sierra Leone will stand with the people of Sierra Leone for the peace, for democracy, for constitutional order, and for full accountability with respect to the November 26 failed coup.
Welcome, Honorable. And let us start the conversation, you know, the controversy between Sierra Leone and ECOWAS. Most people want to describe, you know, back and forth with letters from ECOWAS and Sierra Leone as well. Who side is put Sierra Leone currently? Yes. So the question asks, who side is put Sierra Leone currently?
First of all, good afternoon again, people. Let me put things in context. One, there is no controversy. Two, there are no letters. Now, one letter we know of. And that letter, the day now president in hand, with the right to, and, you know, react to it. And the letter itself, people they read them from a different point of view. The letter is a letter of request. You see, not only President John F. Kennedy, I know say, we get the ability to read a book from back to front and still understand all what's in it. And letters from the bottom up. Unfortunately, this time, this letter will come up from ECOWAS. People, they interpret them from the bottom up. instead of from the top down. Because the introduction of the letter actually says, Your Excellency, with your approval, would like to do this and that and that. With your approval means already it is a request. It's not an instruction, not a directive. It's just saying that with your approval, this is what we'd like to do. So, but people forget that first sentence and just go now from the bottom, begin talk, say, ECOWAS say so, say so, say so, say so. No, it is their wish. It's a bargaining point. Where they go for go bargain, if you go to the extreme, your own position, then you allow the other person to meet halfway. But this letter clearly should say the ECOWAS, they hold a lot of respect for the government, hold a lot of respect for the president. And when they want to ask that, it start time with Your Excellency, with your approval. Without your approval, nothing happens. So for me, I think say people want for imitate President John F. Kennedy for beginning from the bottom up. Now you will be able to do that. We're still able to interpret them properly. If when you read them from top down, there is no controversy.
Yeah.
It's a letter like anyone else. If me want for write a request to person, request are they put. And in that case, say with your permission, with your approval, if you agree. So that is where we are at the moment.
The president gets any intention for take the request from ECOWAS?
What you ask me is, does President Bill care for the people of Sierra Leone? That's your question. If President Bill care for the people of Sierra Leone and everybody in Sierra Leone, if they look for the things that are best in the interest of Sierra Leone, i.e., safety, security, livelihood, then development. Safety comes first, security second, livelihood which are they eat, and then development. Shelter, light, all that thing. So Dr. Julius Madabio get the interest of Sierra Leone. And as the leader, we don't put him before. All the criteria don't lay down before him. You don't see, you don't know what they go on in the country now. You don't listen to ECOWAS, if I know meet them for a second time. And he has all the elements. Me no say, when you take a decision, it will be in the best interest of Sierra Leone. As far as safety is concerned, security is concerned, livelihood is concerned, and the development of the people of this country, especially in terms of human capital development and the food security. So whatever decision he takes, because not true and to wait for let ask me what we think. He don't receive the letter, we don't know say he don't receive the letter. I don't tell him say he receive it. So he's looking at it. He gets other people, I'm sure, where they talk with and all that. He has other considerations. But what did President Bill want? President Bill wants safety, security, and tranquility in this country. A calm atmosphere, a good environment, where people are able to go about their own daily chores, where people are able to send them picking and go to school, they don't worry. Where farmers they're able to go for go cut rest. You see, this thing will happen at this time. It happened at the wrong time. We don't labor right through rain season. The time reach no more this December, January. For long cut rest, for long we harvest all to plant, we protected them, we cast them. This year don't come. So for some people, then crops they spoil in the field because they're worried about the security of the country. They worry about what will happen tomorrow. But President Bill, being a man himself, who has come up through the security systems in this country, who has been in there fighting for this country, on the trenches, as a member of a government, as a leader of a government, and also now as a democratically elected president, throughout these years, over a period of 20 going to 30 years, he did pandatinde. You know, waiting if we do for let this country safe. So if the ECOWAS request go give him the opportunity for let it do the things that are making Sierra Leone good, safe for you and me, it go do them. But if it is going to cause other problems, then it go think about it. But for me, I know say he go make the right decision, which he hasn't done yet. Then he go think about it. But for me, I know say he go make the right decision.
He go make the right decision. Okay. You remember how it starts not so? Where the minister we know the lie? Be the tower na 98.1. It's sad say this government not able. Wait, I just want to ask. People out there working at status. Is there a secured email for the president? When in one green, they access them, or maybe the chief minister, or with all the communication strategists they within a status, all man get access to the email. Because this particular one way leak so was addressed to the president. The first one, the minister under the light tower. The second one now, on that daily press briefing, he not be able. He says supposedly leaked. A leak. The letter leak. That letter they be supposed to be confidential. Mr. President. Now the president now in the address and to directly and nobody else. If it be say the president will have to call few people and maybe come in and later she don't discuss the letter or what not. But the letter reach on social media. It reach. At the end, Alpha Canning tell you say yes. The letter then at the president here. But first, the minister the tower. Oh, maybe na diplomacy, na make it the tower that day. How much will just say, okay, yes, we receive a letter, but when the president not talk it. Yes, we see the letter on social media, but I not get confirmation from the president. They are waiting. Eh? So now then I want to understand. Because the documents how they leak in this administration too boku. How they get the boku communication strategies there. Now so I don't know if everybody just have access. Or not get secure email. Where they go directly to the president. Yeah? Because even for the payroll, Leone, we need to talk. Go to African Express, all thing the bank account to this, all thing. But this now they talk about status. Status. Eh? Unable. Because if we say, oh, well, that one for the landing permit, and we say, okay, well, now chief minister office right time to aviation. Now aviation are they leak. We don't even know side the leak come out. If na status stay back now they leak. For Sir Anthony Blinken, they seek for landing permits for the carrying one cancel. That's all we all take no. It come back on social media. So I don't. You gotta work on this thing, man. This click. It's just too much. Certain things, then they let just stay in a status. And I saw everything I saw qui me le krumo. I saw qui me le krumo. Why see bigi every woman no kekle. Just wait small. You see what in the back that room or day. We need to forget a secure email. we like presidential email. So that this particular thing will leak, so it not be supposed for leak. Not at all. Not be supposed for leak. Now I make you put the minister on a kind of funny position. How for talk about this letter? He himself not be able now for play him around. You don't know about letter talk with you to then talk, then they put smart today. Solomon Jamila Ax talk the same thing. Not to they talk, then they put smart today. A vacancy on a wait. We they ask me, they talk say the letter didn't the president here. But we therefore do better in securing sensitive information from all institutions as alone. So that's the thing they do, they leak, not for leak. Even though we leak with the couch and yes. Seriously. It means that say supposedly leak. Bo, all man share. So that's how take ritual. If I can't tell say any decision where the president take. Edmond Karim said the president need for checking personal secretary. Whoever they check the email, who that then get the password. Seriously though, because we never know sensitive information. We know for the commander though. They need to work on that. They need for work on that. Alright. So now so we take rituals out there so Alpha can. This morning, Omar Ufofana giving Ion. Let's listen to what Omar Ufofana incarnate first. Yeah?
President Ernest Bai Koroma is due in court today to face treason charges and other offenses in connection with an attempted coup last November. More than 20 people were killed when key sites across the country were attacked, including a military barracks and a prison where more than 2,000 inmates were set free. Mr. Koroma, who was elected in 2007 and was president of Sierra Leone for 11 years, has denied any involvement. In today's Africa Daily podcast, Alan Kasuja spoke to journalist Umaru Fofana in the capital Freetown about the charges against Ernest Bai Koroma and what this case means for Sierra Leone.
Former President Ernest Koroma, who was twice elected president of this country and stood down in 2018 as mandated by the country's constitution, is accused of treason. Essentially, the charge sheets read that he was aware that a group of people were plotting to overthrow the government of President Julius Maada Bio, his successor, and that he did not make that knowledge known to the state, and that in fact he harbored some of those who are accused of being involved in that failed attempt in November. So he was eventually ordered to report to Freetown because he had been living mostly in his hometown of McKinney in the north. The police invited him, they obtained statement from him, and essentially he was put under house arrest, and he has been there ever since. The former president himself has denied any knowledge of anything. He says he's done nothing wrong, and his lawyers say it's just a gimmick aimed at setting what they call a dangerous precedent by charging the former president.
Now, take us back to November. Break it down for us or remind us of what happened during the coup attempt.
At dawn on the 26th of November last year, we woke up to not just gunfire, but artillery fire concentrated around the main military barracks, Wilberforce, which is a walking distance to the president's lodge. The president, Julius Maada Bio, had just returned to the country the night before, and we later were told that the attackers broke into the armory of the Wilberforce barracks and took out weapons. There were also skirmishes around another barracks called Morrietown, we were told that the plan was for these attackers to attack the president's lodge and essentially overthrow the government of Julius Maada Bio. However, the presidential guards responded, and it lasted for virtually half of that day. But before the presidential guards intervened, the attackers made their way to the central prison at Pademba Road, and they opened fire on the gates. They couldn't break in. They used an RPG bomb, a rocket-propelled grenade bomb, which they fired, but then it couldn't still open the gates. They tried to ram into the gate with a vehicle. Again, they couldn't because of the solidity of the gates. We understand that later on they were able to gain access to the prison through a lower end of the prison wall, and they basically just released everybody who cared to leave. They did the same thing at the female prison as well. So in total, more than 2,200 prisoners, amongst them convicted murderers, amongst them rapists, and amongst them those standing trial. And they were basically just all released and told to go. Later on, the presidential guards intervened, the security forces intervened, and they were able to put the situation under control. Not until more than 20 or thereabout people had been killed.
Have any of the inmates been recaptured?
Yes, some of them have been recaptured, others volunteered themselves. Amongst those who volunteered themselves, the president on New Year's Day released some of them using his prerogative of mercy, but a good number of them are still out there, and the security forces are on the hunt for them. They've put a bounty on them. Whoever brings them forward will get a compensation.
And that includes former President Ernest Bai Koroma's daughter, right?
It does. It does include one of his daughters who lives in the United Kingdom and is alleged to have been involved in the plots.
Beyond that, what does the former president have to do with any of these things? How is he being tied to any of what happened?
So far, the charge sheets basically say that he harbored some of these people, some of whom incidentally were his bodyguards when he was president. But we do not know anything beyond that. When he was in court the last time, he sort of looked slightly a shadow of himself. He looked really forlorn, sort of like at some point looked bewildered.
What if he is indeed tried and convicted? What sort of sentence is he likely to face?
The country's laws provide for life imprisonment for anyone convicted of treason. Based on the evidence that will be produced before the magistrate and based on his conviction that the evidences add up, then he will commit the matter to the High Court. But that will not be contingent upon whether Mr. Koroma will still be in Sierra Leone.
Journalist Umaru Fofana told me more about what he knows about plans for him to leave the country.
I have heard from very good sources, including from United Nations and even ECOWAS, that the ECOWAS Commission president who was in Sierra Leone last week, again, second time since the failed coup in November last year, has agreed with the government of Sierra Leone to fly the former president Ernest Koroma to Nigeria to relocate him there, essentially. This was initially an issue before the former president appeared before the magistrates court, but then the government came out and said that the content of the ECOWAS president's letter was misleading and that they had not agreed to what the letter then stated. And the letter basically said that Koroma should be relocated to Nigeria, and he should be entitled to all these, presidential entitlements and all of that. But now it's on good authority that the government of Sierra Leone and the ECOWAS have agreed that the former president will be relocated. I understand this week. A senior cabinet minister, however, has appeared to suggest that even though he may be allowed to go, it will be on medical grounds following a request that his lawyers have made. I have not been able to verify that either, and the minister would not be quoted as saying so.
Is it therefore safe to say that the end game, the end state of this matter will impact on the cohesiveness of the country?
That is the position or concern of ECOWAS, which was why they thought that having Koroma out of the country might help to simmer down the tension. There has been tension in this country. I would say a sharply divided nation at the very least for the last 16 years. It's getting more and more divided as the years go by. 16 years. It's getting more and more divided as the years go by. 16 years. It's getting more.
All right. 16 years, it gets more and more divided. That's Umar Fofana in reports na BBC. The side way it explain of November 26. I don't know if Umar Fofana forgets what the RPG look like. Rocket propel grenade. Now that then they put na shoulder. We get a big head. We if it's ma bien and mo it's ma before a mo like that. Like na RPG. He said then use an Pademba road in the mots. That means if I need for go look for that steel way then take make Pademba road in the mots. La put an ami gate. Yes. Because we see outside the chief minister, he gonna Pademba road. The next day, he go Pademba road. Yes, we see say like the lock side and try for broke. We see dents on side, but RPG. Well, Pademba road na RPG proof. Maybe na other thing na Umar Fofana be one call. Because that RPG did that RPG. But anyway, here I explain and say then go make clear the former president to go Nigeria. But one minister say no cut me. This time before the ruling today. Before the ruling. He say no cut me. But if he dey go safe, it go be under medical grounds. Now he go. We see wetin come on a court. Yeah? And they, from outside this thing, they tell us how they so now. Then Al Jazeera safe this alone. Then be able for catch up with the minister will not lie. Minister will not lie. Let me hear you. Waiting the minister in see. Now Al Jazeera. After the court done grant, say yes, okay. It's good for make the former president go Nigeria. The reaction from the minister, how government take him. Yeah?
To Sierra Leone, where the
Sierra Leone to the court order is the Minister of Information, Republic of Sierra Leone, Mr. Chonoba. Honorable Minister, thank you for joining Al Jazeera.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, talk to us about your reaction to the court order today. What do you make of it?
The government of Sierra Leone has been consistent throughout the investigations that we will abide by and stick to the principles of the rule of law. Today, his lawyers, the lawyers of the former president, Dr. Koroma, as you said, made an application in front of the court. Our lawyers, the lawyers of the state, argued, and the court made a ruling. We're very happy to abide by the ruling of the court because we believe in the rule of law, and that's the principle that's guiding this case throughout.
ECOWAS has been pushing your government to release Mr. Koroma to go probably into exile, and there was even talk of Nigeria agreeing to host him. Should this be considered as Mr. Koroma going into exile?
As I've said from the beginning, we will abide by the rule of law. What they applied for today was for a variation of his bail conditions to allow him to travel specifically to Nigeria. I see you were asking whether that was the case. That was the application, and that's the application that's been granted. He will go to Nigeria, but it's also important to point out that the lower courts, the magistrate court, did adjourn the case to a later date, and sometime in March, where we expect our lawyers to be back in front of the courts. Now, what happens in terms of conversations with ECOWAS, between the head of states of Sierra Leone, His Excellency President Bio. Those are not things that we will comment on. What we know and what we can report, and we know for sure, is what you've just said, that he has been granted the leave to leave Sierra Leone, essentially, to seek medical attention.
Minister, what becomes of the charges against Mr. Koroma? If eventually he goes into exile, what becomes of the charges against him? Are you pursuing those cases?
At this stage, the case is still alive. It's been adjourned, and we expect, as you said, the instructions of the courts include that, A, they continue to report on his medical conditions, and secondly, as I said, we have a date to go back to courts. Now, for now, that's the status of the case, and that's the position of the government of Sierra Leone.
That was Minister of Information, Republic of Sierra Leone, Mr. Cherno Ba. And just to update you, the trial of military officers accused of involvement in the coup still continues, along with other civilians who have been a part of the conspiracy, who have been accused of being part of the coup plot, is still ongoing. It's not clear how this changes the fate of Mr. Bai Koroma. Right now, the court, as we said, has granted him bail, Mr. Bai Koroma.
All right, okay. Al Jazeera, on a thinking. You there, small bit small. The minister for don't tell Al Jazeera reporter they say, read my lips. Eh? Because he tell and say, just like I be don't tell you just no. Small bit small. For don't tell her. But you're waiting the minister say. The case ongoing. Now medical, now in the grant, the lawyers who they represent the state argue. But the courts give the ruling. So the former president can go for medical. The president in Nigeria, now London, now they then can go for medical. Past the present. We, na Nigeria, we own former. They go for medical. Okay. But, waiting the court say. Waiting the court say. The judiciary of Sierra Leone. Waiting they say. Because we're not going to left that side the back. Then say that the main lockout building, the High Court today, don't adjust the bail condition of former President Koroma, where na an accused and also na an applicant, for allow him travel out of the jurisdiction for seek medical attention. This now from the judiciary of Sierra Leone now. Waiting and see. They say this decision, well, now because an application, let me make them before the courts by your lawyer, when a Joseph Fitzgerald Camara, and it been backed by a medical report exhibited as SB001 and supported by an affidavit we sworn to on the 12th day of January 2024 by Saidu Bangura, Hollande. By Mahmoud, in say he's sick. In Dr. Carol Katok say, hey, he's sick. This, if he not left the hospital, he go die. The magistrate say, hey, by Mahmoud, immediately. Pademba, on send and go there. Whatever they do, we'll be able to take care of an Pademba. Former president is in court medical reports as exhibit SB001 affidavit se fala bien. Wetin be happen? In determining the said application, after small arguments, brief then they put the small one no more, between the defense team of the former president and the lawyer the way they represent EBK, and the one the way they represent the state, the prosecution, the order dated 3rd day of January 2024, more particularly granting bail to the accused or applicant, is varied to this extent. So the one that I just noted that the accused and the former president and also the applicant continue to be released on bail after due consideration of his devastating condition. Hey! Devastating condition in order to seek medical treatment for which, well, the leave has been granted for make it travel go now the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yes. Former president condition devastating no. Case you don't know. And so the judiciary say. The court further order that the accused, when an EBK, shall be permitted by the court for make it go na Nigeria for at most 3 months. 3 months. So January to February na 1 month. February to March na 2 months. March to April na 3 months. At most though, enough for past 3 months. Not to match the NBC for come back na court. Anyway, judiciary say 3 months from the date of this order, and instruct them for provide regular medical updates, signed and duly authorized. Na Nigeria. Signed and duly authorized. Nigeria. But Kuma wouldn't have us. Not to say for Nigeria, but Kuma wouldn't have and get that certificate where they don't kill the people who they want time off. Na job. Yes. You know get? If I say now. The former president forget paper in Nigeria. Will say if they go on a medical. Even if na ECOWAS self the wale writer, ECOWAS go writer. Alright. Let's continue. Let's not forget say signed and duly authorized. The said medical updates should be done by a specialist doctor. As to his medical condition, and same should be sent to the master and registrar of the High Court while he is in Nigeria. A specialist doctor. Not any kind yeke doctor. Specialist. Niger. That's me Nigeria family. 419 nation. Okay. The accused, EBK, go continue for observe the other terms them of in bail condition already granted. Whose other terms? No, wait, who's other terms? So we go seek the medical, enough for common do. Now the use. Who do they go to? Salon police they follow? Eh? Because they not say we all that one do. If na Salon police they go to, who do they provide security on na ECOWAS? Eh? Okay. Joboka I say the doctor don't get on the right side, they don't come bush. I just want to know because they say it will continue for observe the other terms of in bail condition. Yeah, not for come out now do. So where they end back now 10 people a number for go fair now. What other terms are we talking about here? Eh? Judiciary, you not go do it so. Like me, I want to know whose other terms them we go continue in Nigeria. Because something you don't forget the one time we for say not for common ado. Now you get for common ado. So those other terms them we for follow. Eh? Huh. Alright. Anyway. And that's so judiciary say. Because I know the terms then we the other one day. Because remember, ECOWAS begin their own terms. But now judiciary they tell we say that bail condition now for fall yanda. So we no say elect for play squash. It go play and they. Then they by the terms. Okay. Rambulem. I saw take reach out. And the latest that one day. At least I don't bring you up to speed, not so. The only say myself I look the try for fair notes. Eh? I look the try for fair notes. The other terms they wouldn't say follow. A judge they asked for the tripartite committee. And they said that they paramo. And they para. That would they go no more. Nayana Salon. Okay. We'll see how Nigeria get for play with this one. Mary Musa says, Salon Lord Alungi it up. Alright. Welcome, Muswind. What thing you get on this one, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A. Thanks for talking through. And thanks for bringing the update of the situation regarding this one with them charging alleged for going to court, including the ex-president, and we know the figure of this, and we the subject of this discussion regarding the bill with the non for going to Nigeria on a health medical basis. But you don't question the judiciary independence, you talk about the executive, whose power will work there, and then you try to see who's one a biasness. It will be very hard for no be able to tell. But based on what you will see, first of all, we see the one that we they in charge of information from the government. We don't know how the public information then they bring onto we. because he introduced from that point there about how then they pass with information to the public. And this now a state where the country it can get a bit of a concern and it look steady, peaceful in terms of there is no civil war, but the mind for be peaceful, like peace within you, that joy we get for say today I grab, I go about my business. Not to let you certainty something uncertain will happen. You always certain say tomorrow this way no expect for big will happen. So you become a mind of you they reverse the world. So you get for me certain of something say with development, we lifestyle, it make up for what go before. But here now, we don't see even the public area where then they bring the information, what then they do, then they allow the information for change. Like a butterfly, we then lady they change from this state turn to butterfly. And when it comes to butterfly now, people then will wonder now. But the point here is they get a good strategic area with the public media. Go you as a government, then let the trust go there with you, the media, and within the social media they feed to the people them. And you know the sensitivity where now the situation wouldn't they talk about. So now your own duty for say now we get for stand firm. We'll get for a step ahead so that we go able pass the information and see disseminate or try check no we're able to put this to the public. But if we all the time will not get a central base, either the way with the public they get it, especially the Minister of Information are in page. So these are the things we get for the help with the other areas and the one at the side people who they talk, we not want go too much like severe blinding and so on and so forth. We see whether in the try for fan the fire or in the try for let we get security, safety, and let them go reach to a point. Coming down now to the leaving of the president for let it get that medical deal, we not say this now kind of an agreement, a bond when they don't agree in the court, when in the defendant you don't go, they don't get that agreement, they organize in what he puts forward, you don't get in bail because of the health, the bail structure what they put, and within the bail structure and the medical certificate we for sure. So within the medical certificate say we don't know, even though some of the minister a lawyer they say they get for them may expose some of the information about the health, but that not to the point. Now the point of the executive and the judiciary, within are the part who they play, and we ask if the international pressure or the diplomatic trade-off. The diplomatic trade-off, wouldn't they say you they get an opportunity cost for say we allow for go for let this go be, but we don't know waiting follow after that medical, waiting for follow after this because before the medical we don't see when the ECOWAS don't request as you don't see. Then now at a point we see them in between and put a medical report. I mean a medical report say you need for go for help. So if you don't move when a diplomatic agreement, we don't know again if you follow the trade-off of the letter as time they go. Looking at Nigeria, a federal country, I don't know if the law don't change, but I can remember, I know they try for say the president they go there for go hide or something, but when somebody go there for let extradite them back, in a difficult state. But again, we get agreements because you tie to international agreements, so some other diplomatic agreements, within they don't agree within the ECOWAS, maybe that one do not know. But the United Nations, they're quite aware of this so much because they play a part, but we don't know towards the going of this medical, how far the United Nations and towards the ECOWAS, how they go able to reach a point for let them go able to say this end when a soft landing for all the people and we concern. But in terms of the executive and the judiciary, we see the minister say, well, the executive side work on it on because then you lawyer they argue, but the judge, magistrate or whatever decide for let them allow for let you go for a medical a bill based on medical grounds. So it all comes down to how the thing therefore unfold as time they go, because it's at the 5th of March we then get a particular time. So but we therefore ask the question of waiting grounds where it go, if not from totally the executive grounds or now based on the executive body where they try for arrange with the judicial and then the international bodies who are the diplomatic trade-off wouldn't they try for bring inside this particular situation. But I only hope say we will get something where you able for help, let the country go able for get a lasting peace, because we see the spokesman for the president Alpha Khan, now that area they go waiting go benefit the people them in life. If in a one way, na the good one, so now you know that opportunity cost to say with the left we go for something else where it will still be of a benefit. We left this because we know we will forget this. Now we will go for this for that it will profit we. So it all comes down to all that in terms of this particular situation. But now a very critical situation, we hope say it will end fine for the nation, for let it will get a peaceful transition. Thank you so much. We pray for betterment. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, us friend.
Yeah, most welcome. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Welcome on board, Ezekiel. What you get for us, sir?
Thank you so much, Triple A. It's interesting how sometimes we would get some information and we'll begin for hint on the prediction we think will happen. Very interesting. So here is the problem well, not a problem, but the difficulty we still feel for President Bill. One time Professor B.A. been teach on leadership, and he talk about the difficult call. We they teach that actually in leadership, and they try for talk about Mandela. When you just look at the law, and you just see the crime, and at the same time you worry about the fragile state of the situation where it gets in a hand, whether in a company or in a country where they deal with, where Mandela be win, it been get the authority for bring all the one the way they be involved in apartheid, where they been cause trouble, racial trouble against black people, and where they get the way they finally win, So be difficult situation where it been get a lot of militants them inside the ANC where they want for make sure say vengeance take place, and Mandela be able for bring the whole country to the idea of peace. Besides any other thing else, that be tough and difficult situation, and the states who say right now the supporters of SRPP waiting, especially the one that waiting in at the fringe side, how waiting they go off now. They look at and say, well, some of the things and probably, as would they say now all the time, say President Bio, na you na the father Kumra, or whatever you want for call him, na the country, and look at the situation, na the country, and find a way how you for bring the one that way say they're able for shake things for let peace day na the country, and even outwardly where they want for connect you to one person, say, no, a person me me to party me not to this, and these things people then they hang on now from either side, all man they pin in ground, and and when it reached to a point like this now, and see the problem now where they face, they get pulled and pushed everywhere. Because who say you for them address the issue long time ago for make sure say peace first did it, and you they see the pointers of the people away then will be involved in that process. Say no way, Jose. And some points now you now go there at the middle for find way how you for please this side, how you for please this side. We at one point from the foundation where you for don't build that foundation there. It's not very difficult situation. It ain't, but when you fail for stand before the issue, then at the end, now day you want come now and talk to the people, it get bad. The time where Obama be win the Nobel Peace Prize, he go It's map na the stage, and this he tell them. He say, I know say una don't expect me for la be this peaceful person for make sure say peace spread. They say, but una need for know me job one thing. Now the American interest first. Now I they look for. So as a result, he not left with clean hand. He end up for hammer anybody who feel say they want cause problem for the US. He they hammer there. You know. And you are no different. Will you be president of Sierra Leonean first? You know, then why are we then at the top? If you find out, say, now then go help in the process for let peace then at the country, find way for bring these people around for let that happen. If you allow the one day way then at the other side, pull you here, you know, and everything begin to fall apart. You know, because even that letter, let's say you've been getting yourself before then go with President Koroma at court for to address the nation of certain things there, because it can easily drop. Like right now, which don't happen, we can easily do anything we want to do with the people that we they involved. But at the same time, I want to make sure say we get peace now this country, because now that a day for now. And that process you get for look critically, it tough. Sometimes the enemy where you get now the solution to that peace. You self now you can't wait for this anchor. A brutal, dangerous war way happen at the country where a lot of people and die, maim, houses burned, 30 people are not able to recover. But you brought him on the table for let peace come at the country. Why all of a sudden all those ideas has disappeared? You get pulled by fringes all sides. And as time they go on, they now get the shames little by little. The reason why everybody feels say this is not a judicial call, not because they're not reliable, they're not still they provide what they're supposed to provide for a long time. And so even if you do it right now, people are not they believe. Judiciary, they say. If you not been done the do one before, where people then believe in, because people and they get the right for get bail on certain things. Una not do them. If una do them, una call them back because una get pulled and pushed somewhere. And where everybody don't believe that unstableness will come to justice, even if you do it right, they left a big question mark in people's hearts. You know? And people can easily connect this call to that letter. Easily. Now, una no more go fet and justify them. You know, this time, as way the case they come to una, the one way they accuse na for always for fet for clear a name. Now una get for clear una name. To we the Sierra Leoneans, who would they watch? What would they see so? Because other people and they right now where they sick, where we hospital not go provide sick the right medication for them. They self go out because they self na Sierra Leone on people them, you know, then get their own, you know, to their own family, to their friends, them they are presidents. So we go allow them for let them go inside 3 months, and you know, Lord they watch them, then they count them back. Obviously, that not just a little bit of, you know, like small joke, not a joke, but we already know, obviously, Koroma status not to the same as any other person. I know that. I'm aware of that. That's not the reality. Now, so the world day, you know, not so the world day. If Joe Biden they go to Sierra Leone, not to the same thing where you go prepare compared to the ambassador way did it. That's the reality. Not so the world day, you know. So I'm not naive to that fact, and I know why anybody way they listen for feel say, oh, where the other people are? Where the other people are not to President Koroma. Sorry, that's not the reality. Now so life day all over. You say they right now where they go worship na congregation. The way how they hail the pastor, not to say way they hail the other person. Why? Because now the pastor. That's not reality. So long no Ben for say Bamba, oh, well, all man forget the same justice. That's not the truth, Papa. But waiting I would say na here. If we see say this not something way for don't happen from the beginning, why would they left and raise people and hope other things there? Take up at this and at this point. Now they really cause the letdown for we. If this man it be really needed for let peace day right from the beginning, una for don't solve this long time ago. Not to foreigner, not to any other person. 11 years he been there at the hem of the same place we did today. We go talk the same thing tomorrow where the other person come and it begin the cause pull here, and we know say if you involvement go bring peace. Now the same thing we go say. How about you connect with this person so that peace go come, so that we go move forward? We don't spend so much time. We don't waste so much time, and in that process, Sierra Leoneans and they suffer. The very people we with the claims and we for the protect and provide for the means for let them get what they need for get. They allow this for scatter. It's very difficult. I did definitely feel for you, Mr. President. I definitely they feel for you. You get for make tough decisions, and sometimes the one them being with then they near you. They no go glad about that. But if you vision now for let peace day in Sierra Leone, now for let Sierra Leoneans they feel then they go sleep, then they worry about other things then besides waiting, then they fight for let them live a better life more than the normal provision. Go ahead and do it. It's just that when you left and reach to a point, you don't pin. When you don't pin, say you word is very powerful. So when you don't talk, everybody believe it, and then all of a sudden everything begin to release safu here and there. They take the hem of the process. If I don't address people about your main focus, now peace. And sometimes because of that, I will take some difficult decisions. With Mr. Sebe, it pain me, but at the same time, I want the man we did in that corner. Let get peace and a laugh in this country. Therefore, I will take some of these certain steps. Before that letter they come on a public, if that address become and everybody for don't know the preamble of waiting there for happen. But no, the message to we, it was that anybody will involve and any side with this message, this investigation lead, then people and they will bring them to book. Anyway, tough time, tough decisions for you. We'll continue for pray that God will strengthen you, because believe you me, a very easy will they not decide for talk a lot. But when you did at the time of things, a tough. And you get for make the difficult call sometimes. And sometimes you get for peace off. They want them being with and they support you. But if the end game, if not the Mandela style, go ahead and do it, so that we all go get the peace we need. Thank you so much, Tripway. God bless we all.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
We don't get you now.
Yes, how you doing, Papa?
No bad. What you get for me?
This one the act up on me. I make all say another for participate. How now they do, how they go. Yes, a lot of people they call me, they tell me say they go voicemail. And the phone they ring. Thank you very much for staying there for we and giving the information and the way they give it, and so you they make even the lame person they understand them. Let God make we able for this together and let we able forget this understanding. And as government they really let themselves try for put things in order so that to go get a better Sierra Leone and the life of the people there will improve. Now I take Kuma Ofufana in report. As possible on the report all this thing for BBC. if only BBC they be they listen, or then they go, I sure say they do and they go back and they listen. Some of the reports them, then go see the gap, then go see the opening, then they go send for the ask questions. But this report here so for today, for a country like Sierra Leone with the claim saving and solving, I'm afraid not a proper report. You know, we really go for try, we journalists then they go for try, they go for the upgrade themselves, then get for the day at par with waiting where they happen. When they talk about the former president in bail, you know, for letting grant person bail pan treason case. Well, we don't know. Sentence then go say now because not former president. But at first we all be say, the law go taking cause. The law go taking cause. If you're guilty, they go waiting. So why the bail? We know say as the bail now based on medical. I believe anyway. But outside the thing can clear now that if the bail say specialist, doctor, yeah, we know say Nigerian and get specialists then Nigerian and very good. Any survey they do, and very good. We know say as and get specialists. What if that doctor they himself will be thorough to another doctor, now England, now Germany or other places, other country? What the government could say? Sometimes you don't do 2 months now. Nigeria and see say, oh, this you need referral. Then say now. Sometimes when you go, they say you go there for 6 months. We need to observe you for 6 months. What the government will say because the minister say 3 months from now, March, the case they come up, then they expect them for come. You know, what you need just gather and waiting a lot of us just gather. Now that it's possible say that ECOWAS arrangement, now government want for implement indirectly. We don't know now how governments they want. You know, this is not a new thing. We don't know. It's possible say now, waiting ECOWAS been come for that December arrangement, that leaked document, now in down begin for take place. So for next State House Day, you see now mother gonna say that boku employ people they pass 15 communications officers. Now one green State House, they go get porous, they must get people the way not go there within the system altogether. Even though they are all from the same region, they might be from the same region, man, or say they are all the same tribe and everything. But you must get somebody who go get in good person, whether they self go get in good person, and so thing they go out. You take so many people there. So leakage go there, powers go there. But if you been limited, I not believe say things where something go out, you don't know exactly who that can go out. But now them boku, other can go out. Like how you they say, why you not go get your personal email? Where now you know more what some like the important thing in there of high profile. Now directly to her and now you no more go see her. You get sent documents in there for your eyes only. Except otherwise when you don't with her before people get for no. So you get for go back now the drawing board and begin for eliminate some of the communication. But again, how we go do that? You get for compensate them. They all be there one way or the other. If we go see and so. You know, we're going to make we able to forget this understanding and get this patience. Because we just start this second term with a lot of cases and confusion, distraction, and all of things. We get this big fight. A lot of people, Salon people there with the Abok facility in the Apple. How we go able to begin forget we farming there? How we go able to forget this agriculture? How we go able for feed salon? They not mix for other things there more. They not campus school and infrastructure so government need for try make them until we all they say this case now so not to so this reason. Let them just try them do and fairly like how Colonel something Bangoa or Kamara they say they make them not do most of the even the court martial they make them not do an cocktail the one being and can the court but even the court when being and can they not they allow everybody inside including the journalists them. So how we fear? Are we transparent? You know, we just pray say they do them the correct way, we go appease everybody. In a sense, all that we guilty. Then find them guilty, then condemn them. The one that we not guilty, then free them, then go about some business. Let government able for concentrate and do something for we the people. People they suffer. People they suffer every day. Just like how you they say now yesterday or this, even when you get person overseas, that person then they stretch them so wide, they stretch you so much so that you if you're not careful, you say for yourself, you're not able to concentrate proper. Because left, right, and center, everybody they call you, everybody they ask, everybody wants help. And you not go blame them. At first, when politics not been transferred, people be they go their normal about the normal business. They know the pressure people and so much. But now it's so bad. It's so bad that nothing other people in the do way they're able to stand on their own. They must get called for help. So government therefore try. The bus they're waiting to happen to them. We don't know. The train, we don't know. So many know the call thing there, we don't know the do. Let me try for do thing there. Like this case, let them try with her. The president they go for medical, let go for a medical, let come, and let the case can continue, and let them donor. Or not say let them rush her, but let them make her no more in the way we go be beneficial for even we the citizen. Thank you very much, AAA, and thanks to all the listeners and viewers. Then God make able for this together. God make able government able for listen and then work for the betterment of the people. Because not to for salon again. Let them better the lives of the people. Good night.
Thank you very much, Auntie Sal.
You're welcome.
Yeah. We know say Usain Auntie Sal they say president. I mean the former president. Okay. Look out the money safe. Ima we know the TD. Okada safe tell lie. I safe your phone one ton like anti-selling phone. Oma watch your phone ba. Your phone. Okay.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You don't set for we?
Yeah.
You get the platform.
You know, thank you very much. Why people in the sugar coat and they go and beat around the president go for medical, they don't go for no medical. I go, you don't go. You don't go. You know, everywhere on social media today, whether na bloggers, na movie sellers, sympathizers, regional supporters, tribal supporters, color supporters, as long as you be in the part of Madabio, today is sad day for them. And these are a joy for people like me because I've been on social media today. I've been listening to the diehard SLPP, how they go crazy. Now the same way I've been feel happy the last time where this dialogue come to, where the other APC and them, they go nuts on Samura. So today I have a joy day for people like me. I'd be so happy how the people had their blood pressure. It be somewhere in the 300. How their cholesterol don't go up. Their blood sugar don't ramp up. I don't even know that they need to meet right now for medical checkup. And this makes me happy because the reason is 2 days ago, somebody came at this show, he give back talk, AAA. The person text say, this show now show where they incite. We all want to talk now for incite people. Now for cause the chaos. Now for cause Bongosoro. Well, guess what? The Bongosoro, what happened today, I'm not being cause. The incitement where they can accuse you for now, Marabio cause incitement for them. Because what the Marabio don't do, don't bring unrest to them. So I don't know now which side they want to go. Now some them they can force them, some them they call us a weak president. But this is welcome to African politics / Sierra Leone. Just like the message yesterday to young people then, or because they're young people then, now they don't want to die. I tell them, if you come out, wait when you say it's okay for you to come out. Because you know why? You honest by Koroma in life, it's not better pass your life. The only two honest by Koroma get past you, money and power. Same thing, Marabio in life, it's not better pass your life. Marabio, they breathe air, you they breathe air. You get blood, Marabio get blood. You they eat, Marabio they eat. Marabio they go toilet just like you. So nothing no day. We God give and we not give except for money and power. So no lose your life there, Marabio, no lose your life there, and it's like Koroma, and no worth it. Because time in and time out, we they see how ordinary Sierra Leoneans we don't attach to them particularly emotionally, physically, some of them even economically, because some of them they get money where they contribute on some things. You know, and when things like that when actually happen, you they see the pain that them face, that them body, you they see the beat down. Now with the experience, so we see them, the time when Samura go, get that dialogue. Now the APC and the face, today we see them. Now we green brother them face. But the question is why? You know don't know them two parties. Waiting at your age, how long you don't be around? You born in the 2000s or in the 90s. Now so then people where they operate. Now so then they. We see which kind alahala they with this party or this government not make with them for take over about prosecuting everybody who eats this country money. The former chief minister make all kind of hulala, how and Koroma call. He call all kind name. The president go to stadium, he call all kind name. Who go jail? Who pay the money? In fact, we lost. Sierra Leone lost. We spend more money for bringing 2 foreign judges the way can up at that case. Put them in a hotel, pay them. If you equivalent that to waiting and collect, you know, that tell you how wasteful Sierra Leone is. Sierra Leone is a wasteful nation. We get leaders that will not get any clue what they do, and they not get no intention about lifting up people from near poverty. So when Marabio today, I'm not going to say nothing, but when the government of Sierra Leone or when the judges then, the Supreme Court judge, or the, excuse me, not the Supreme Court judge, the High Court judge or the Magistrate Court judge, whoever, will grant Ernest by Koroma a bail for make it go to Nigeria, people may feel say this is a new phenomenon. No! It's not a new phenomenon, ladies and gentlemen, because then people are done, they do a lot of things. And the other people that they talk say this is unprecedented. What about all the catastrophic things that when people are done, they do to we? We get a president who fire an elected vice president, fire elected mayor. That not to be unprecedented? We get things that when them two parties they do to we every now and then, every day when we sleep and wake up, we see new phenomena, new things. Then at this one call unprecedented? No, to me, this is not nothing. Because I see this become, and I know we said in there for end. And we don't talk about before. Marabi, we don't talk, say, in Gubobo, and you hate the heart, okay, road na plane, go to a neighboring country. First of all, I tell you, when I by Komado ever go to Africa, show me any African president who don't go to Africa. Now, in your country, African country, or in your country, seek for medical. I'm not to talk that now. You ask any African president for sick medical in any African country or in your country, he will tell you say, not to suicide. He will commit suicide. You know what that means? He not trust in your country medical because he not do shishi. Now, after they determined by providing a power, Mohammed Bangoura they tell you that by providing the hospital. When this government self cap, then they tell you say infant maternal mortality don't go down. Maternal mortality don't go down. This don't go down. Today, na pink trick mother bill. Now next day they fly and come on. But then the same people, this now what you tell now, we brothers the wedding of Sierra Leone. Then people here, you see, why managed by Koroma go lead on a cannot? Let them go get Panadol or paracetamol day. Why they not? Why cannot not get medicine? But just for telling them how them people are there. And people are not good. Not kill yourself for them. Not go to jail for them. Let them not put bullet in your head for them. They not care about you. Why you worry about them? They just a display to you who that them people are to be. You can see where they can get a small get together, how they laugh to each other, how they hug, how they shake hands. That alone for them send a signal to you. The people are not care about you. Not kill yourself for them. To all the SLPP brothers, no cost matter bill. Then people are na Cahoon, then people are na society, then people are na coach the paper. Why would they allow them to fool every day? Then we are na coach. APC and SLPP, then they in a coach. We are not allowing themselves, let them be just diminish our brains. No, we are not better than that. We are free with ourselves. We are going to be quiet tonight and dream well. And then by Koroma they go, if immediately medical care, now Germany get for go. And then by Koroma no one they go to Nigeria for medical. The one when the Nigerian president now England they go. Buhari will be lost in Nigeria for almost 2 months. Now Nigeria go down. Ghana the vice president for all where people are sick in salon they say we can't go to Ghana. Ghana the vice president it be sick so they really bad. And it be in England for almost 3 months. Now when I think say yeah, when I relax. Then people are there in a cold and then they in a Cahoon. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, Omar. Well, they wait for a when it take off. For now, me I don't know when. But judiciary itself don't confirm. They go Nigeria. Former president used for go Germany for medical. But something away been president. So now he don't relegate to Nigeria. Okay. We'll be back to my follow as things unfold. As long as the country gets peace. Now that's what they seek for. Must this year Salon people still not get the game between them two? Yeah? Then a twin? Alassane and Alusine. Where the Beshi? Exactly. That's what I thought too. Tell me back to my triple A. Tata.